Now, you've probably heard it before, set up a limited company so you pay less tax. But the truth is, in 2026, this advice does not work for everybody. This is because for some business owners, they might actually find that registering a limited company might actually end up costing them more for their business than if they were not to register as a limited company. So in today's video, I'm going to be talking you through exactly when a limited company might not be worth it for you. And I'm also going to be sharing with you the exact income level where registering a limited company might potentially be worthwhile for you to consider. Now, if this is your first time here, my name is Tess and I'm a UK accountant. And on this channel, I share videos to help fellow entrepreneurs like yourself grow and thrive in their businesses. If you ever want to work with us, then please use the links in the description box below to contact us for more information. But before we get into the breakdown of assessing this, let's consider why this is even a concern all of a sudden. Now, the reason is over the last couple of years, the UK tax system has changed quite a lot, which has meant that a lot of business owners are having to really think and assess the way in which they structure their business. Now, for instance, if you have had a business for a while in the UK, then you will no doubt know that there are many things that have changed recently, which includes things like the dividend tax rates increasing significantly. We've also got the introduction of things like making tax digital for sole traders, which again is changing how many entrepreneurs are having to think about how they operate their business. So if you are actually thinking about registering a limited company, or if you're an entrepreneur looking to actually structure your business in the best way possible for you, then it does actually pay to think about whether or not a limited company might be worthwhile for you due to all the different changes that have been happening within the scope of the UK's tax system. Okay. You also need to think about the goals of your business and how exactly your business is going to operate. And of course, last but not least, you need to think about the income that your business is likely to generate both now and in the future, and how the business structure you register will actually impact this as well. Is a limited company not worth it? The first scenario where a limited company might not be worth it for you might be in a scenario where perhaps you're earning between, say, 40 to 50K, right? This level of income might not actually make it worthwhile for you to register as a limited company. Now, this is because most people are typically looking to register a limited company because it is generally deemed to be more tax efficient, but it also depends on what income level it is your business is generating. Now, at this particular income level, the tax efficiency may or may not be worthwhile for your particular situation. You will definitely have some tax efficiency at this level, but it just might not be significant enough to make it worthwhile for your particular situation. Now, the second reason why many people may or may not want to register a limited company might also be to do with the fact that they generally want a simplified approach when it comes to handling their accounts. Now, if you are registered as a sole trader, then that's generally deemed to be much more easier to run. It's deemed to be less complex anyway, in the sense that you only typically need to worry about things like your self-assessment tax return. Of course, we all know how that is being done is also being changed given the introduction of making tax digital. But still, if you were to compare this with someone who is going to register a limited company, there's far more in terms of the level of complexity that you will need to take into account when it comes to handling a limited company. You have things like your annual accounts to consider, your corporation tax, dividends, payroll, and all other different things that most entrepreneurs may or may not factor in when it comes to them looking to register a limited company. Now, the complexities that arise when it comes to registering and maintaining a limited company is far greater than when it comes to simply staying as a sole trader. So it's just to say that If you're looking for simplicity, then maybe registering a limited company may not be for you. Third reason why registering a limited company may not be worth it for some people is because a lot of people come into their business with this approach of any money the business makes, they can generally keep, i.e. it's personal money. Now, if you are going into your business thinking, I want to be able to pull out that money at any given opportunity and use it for, personal funds, personal use, etc., then you might want to stay away from registering a limited company. This is because a limited company is generally viewed as a separate entity in itself, which means that you do not have that luxury or flexibility, whatever it is. You do not have that opportunity to simply go in and take money out of the business account as you probably would if you had your personal account. The way and manner in which you can take money out of your limited company really does need to be thought about beforehand, because there might be tax implications, and how you take money out of your limited company will really be important when it comes to mitigating taxes in the long run. So these are just a few reasons that I think some people need to think about when it comes to deciding and trying to make a decision about whether or not registering a limited company is worth it for them in the long run. Most people moving their business structure to a limited company will generally start to make more sense when their earnings reach above, say, 50k per year. Okay, so £50,000 per year. And this is because at this level and going up this level, a lot of people who stay as sole traders will generally find that they are pushed into much higher income tax brackets. Okay, and this basically will start to become less and less tax efficient for you to stay as a sole trader. It will make way more sense for you to actually switch into a limited company structure once your earnings exceed, okay, so once your earnings reach and or exceed the 50k mark per year. Because at this point, you are then able to basically utilize the limited company structure to help you basically split your income into things like salary and dividends, which are generally deemed to be much more tax efficient compared to you simply remaining as a sole trader. So it's going to be very important to take this into account, that there is a particular income level where it stops making sense to remain a sole trader, and it definitely works more in your favor to switch over into running a limited company structure. It's important to remember that there are multiple scenarios where it's very advantageous for you to register your business as a limited company. Now, it's also going to be important to consider your particular situation, as individual circumstances will ultimately determine what the best decision is going to be for you. Now, having the wrong business structure is not irreversible. The only thing is, if you stay with the wrong business structure for a longer time than you should, then it ultimately ends up costing you more in terms of time, in terms of money, and in the long run, actually, it will cost you your peace of mind, okay? So it's going to be very important for you to really think and kind of reflect on whether or not the particular business structure that you're running your business with still makes sense over the course of time. If you're unsure about whether your current business setup is still working for you and would like a proper review, then do use the link in the description box below, or it will be pinned in the comments below, and you can contact us for some support. Thanks so much for watching, and don't forget to watch this video here where I share all the things you need to know about setting up your business in the UK.